beautiful air signs. I hope you're doing fantastic. Thank you for joining me for another group session. So if you're Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, these ones are for you. Now, if you haven't joined me for a group session before, no worries, friend. Just understand not all messages will resonate, and that's totally cool. If you need a private session, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. And if you like the session, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so full moon today, air signs, heads up. So what does this mean for you? This is a wonderful time to let things go that are not serving you. But what I suggest, just with a little bit of detail here, that you first focus on the things that are working well for you, right? So what has gone well through all of these, let's just say, lessons that you might have gone through, or trials and tribulations, or any kind of frustrations? What do you have to be grateful for? What did work out? And then with love and gratitude, let go of the things that aren't serving or are not working for you, okay? 100%. Do it with gratitude, right? The attitude of gratitude, my friends. So, air signs. I think we should do some full moon messages and look at what are the things that maybe you need to let go of and where you should be pointing yourself so you're in the direction of gratitude, okay? So, air signs, please. What's the overall energies for us in this full moon? Air signs, please. Air signs and overall energies, please. Air signs. This one? Ooh, crystals in focus. Look at that. This is a lovely card. Now, crystals in focus is telling me that you may have been going through a little bit of a hard time lately and that you literally have had to focus. I also feel that there's possibly some either, I don't know if there's family or relationship drama with some of you, because with these amethysts, as much as they're beautiful and loving, often I get different messages about what certain crystals mean and what it means in the reading. And this one, for me, is talking about transmutation of negative energy and into positive, which is definitely a theme of a full moon, right? Getting rid of what's not working and focusing on what is working and trying to bring it into our situation. Whatever has been going on with you lately has had you a little bit emotionally on edge or emotionally rocked. Possibly you've been leaning on either loved ones or other family members to kind of help you through this time. But this is also telling me that it is the time for you to focus and make sure that you are heading in the right direction and putting your energies in the right direction of what's going to work for you. Okay? A lot going on there. Okay, no worries. Twice now I've heard the word ancestors. Okay, so this very well might have to do family stuff with some of you guys, but that's not going to be for everybody. Okay, all right, I already had a card fall out. So past energy, the Magician. Whoa. So you have either been wielding energies or trying to really push, like I said, you've been focusing, okay? And some of you might have really been focusing on either your spiritual stuff and trying to kind of manifest stuff and make something happen. This is telling me that in the past you were feeling balanced and feeling like you were in your power and ready to kind of move full steam ahead or create something new for yourself. That's interesting. Cool. Okay, well, let's see what kind of energies are going on right now then. All right, let's take a look at this. This card has come out for almost every sign this week, okay? So current situation, Eight of Swords. Are you feeling trapped in something? I'm hearing, I try to let it go. There's some relationship or family stuff going on for some of you, or like drama with people here. I feel like your feelings have been hurt. And because of this, I really do feel that this involves people that you've either known for a long time or are family or coworkers that you've been, you know, relationships where you got stability going on, because this is making me feel that you feel there's nothing you can do about the situation, okay? All right, all right. Is this where I started? Do we keep moving forward? Here? Yeah, that's definitely, yep. Look at that. Look at it all come spilling out. All right. So what do you need to let go of? This is the first card that showed up to me when all of these cards just flipped in my hands. So, Eight of Cups. Sometimes You know how you said you can't do anything about the situation? Sometimes when you can't do anything about the situation, you just kind of need to exit the situation. Now, this doesn't mean exit being nasty or mean or anything like that. This is about knowing that staying in that energy is not good for you, and therefore I need to move to higher ground. Sometimes when the Magician shows up, sometimes it can be like someone who's a power play person, or who can be emotionally manipulative and not really, you know, doing things for what is in their best good as opposed to the best good for all involved. So this is telling me if that situation is not going to change, then you're going to have to change how you handle it, and possibly that means not dealing with those people who are going to put those situations in front of you, okay? So what I have here about you being grateful, okay, so what do you need to be grateful for? I have the Nine of Wands, and this is an interesting card to come out to say, what do you need to be grateful for? But what I think this really talks about for you, air signs, is about you standing up for yourself and not putting up with the repeated patterns. Because look at this gentleman with the bandage around his head. He's already been injured. This wall of wands is being created, and he's guarding to prevent another attack, so to speak. And I'm using that word attack lightly, okay? But whatever it is that hurt you and made you upset and, you know, injured you to some effect, you have to be grateful for the fact that you know and understand what the situation is, so that you stand up for yourself. No more kind of, you know, being Mr. Nice Guy. It doesn't mean being a bad person, but this means be grateful for your own strength to stand up for yourself, because you should stand up for yourself. Otherwise, right, you go into the repeated pattern of not being happy, of being emotionally driven, not knowing the truth of a situation, okay? And your priorities, King of Cups. What a beautiful card to come out at this time. What this is saying to you as you, you know, walk away, sending love, this is saying it's time to focus on you and your beautiful heart, because you are a loving, accepting person. You are someone who is emotionally mature and able to understand where you are at and kind of see the big picture of things and choose yourself over choosing drama, okay? See this water underneath the King of Cups, okay? But notice how he's got this foundation here as well. So this is telling me that you are starting to rise above some of the drama or some of the, you know, patterns in the past, or possibly people that are manipulating you or anything like that. This tells me you rise above the drama, and when you do, you stand firm in your foundations and in your throne. Definitely need to do that. And the outcome, I've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Sometimes this is the player card, or you don't really know if the spade is a spade type of card, all right? This is telling me that when you stand your ground and you leave the situation and stand up for yourself and focus on rising above, then you see things for what they really are. And the individual who's maybe causing you some problems or something like that gets exposed for what's really going on. Now, that doesn't mean that you call them out or have some big fight or whatever it is, but it can just as simply as be a realization that this is what it is, this is actually what it's always been, and so I need to take care of myself first. Right. Okay. So, air signs, let's talk about some advice and guidance from your animal guardians. Oh, look at that. See how it just like literally balanced right on my hand? Swan energy. And the key word is grace. This can be very graceful, right? Not destroying things, knowing when to leave, right? Knowing when the situation has been as good as it can be and choosing to move forward, you know? So this says, appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. Sometimes it's hard to be that person to keep your chin up and smile in the face of adversity and move forward and move away anyways, okay? Not with being nasty and yucky, being loving. Again, well, like even just like how I talked about at the beginning, when we release things with the full moon, we don't do it with anger, we do it with gratitude. Thank you for teaching me this lesson, because when I know the lesson, I'm not going to repeat it again, and I'm going to protect myself because I know better. Any other messages for our air signs here? Any other messages of guidance and advice for our air signs here? Here. Elephant, and Resolve. You will overcome any obstacles. How amazing is this? I just love this card. And it's funny because this card was brought to my attention earlier today as well, okay? So it says Elephant and Resolve, and you will overcome any obstacles. And the elephant isn't that fast of a mover, right? Firm, slow, knowing, solid steps, right? Not trying to bowl anybody over, but you know the steps that you need to take, and when you take the steps that you need to take, you will resolve the situation in fairness, and you will be able to move forward in the way that is right for you. Lovely messages for you here, air signs. Lovely, lovely messages. I hope these messages help you with where you're at today, and they help guide you on your way and through this full moon. If you like these messages, air signs, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you need a private session, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. See you next week, friends.